Josh. This is Charles for Premier Guitar, and it's my pleasure to be here with Adam from Satellite Amps of Normal Heights, California. And we're checking out Adam's newest little piece of work. It's presently the amp with no name, correct? But soon to be.
Well, it's nicknamed the Moonshine right now. We're working on another name it's a long reason for that, for late nights of trying to get this together. This is our newest amplifier. We actually built it last week. It's the prototype. It's actually going to ship pretty quick because it worked out so well so fast. We based it around a pair of 7591 tubes, which are a couple old companies that used to use them. They're a little bit of an oddball power tube. Electro Harmonics and JJ both make current versions of them. It's very similar to a 6L6. The attack on the note's a little bit different. The definition's a little bit different. It's got almost a tighter characteristic, so it'll hold notes better. It's a little bit stiffer for a lot of, for lack of a better thing, it's not quite as a singing of a tube. It's not as squished out. It's got a lot more sharp edges, but in a good way. So you actually get a lot of, for single notes, for some chords, for a lot of pickers, it's a lot more of a very friendly amplifier for that kind of playing.
For hacking away like Pete Townsend sort of stuff?
Exactly, very, very much so. And it does do well. When you turn the thing up, it will get very nasty and do the classic rock, punk rock, hard rock kind of thing very well, too. It gets into that overly bluesy rock, into very heavier rock stages.
What are we talking wattage here?
We measured it 2 nights ago. It's 32 watts, exactly at its peak. Actually, if you don't mind, if I can pull the front off here, I can even show you the gut shots of what we got going on. We've got it's a fairly simple layout, just like a lot of our stuff. It's Mercury Magnetics transformers. They wind all of our stuff for us. It's tube rectified. It's got 2 gain stages on the first 12AX7. Then it's phase inverted. Then the pair of 7591s in the back. It's got a multiple selector output, so you can 4, 8, and 16 ohm impedance outputs. It's got a high and a low input, fairly standard stuff. Standby off on switch. And a lot of our stuff follows that same kind of pattern of keep it simple, basics kind of stuff. You plug it in, you turn it on, it sounds good. You don't have to fight with the thing for 15 minutes to get a good sound out of it.
Now, is this the cabinet configuration you're likely to go through, or are you looking at various kinds of cabinets for this?
We do a variety of cabinets. This is actually my personal favorite setup for it. It's a 212 cabinet. We build them oversized, so there's a little bit of a better bass response out of it. And there's a couple things actually about this cabinet and head setup. The cabinet has a G12H30 heritage and an Alnico blue, an Alnico blue Celestion in it, which is my personal favorite for a combination for a 212 for these. It's very responsive. We actually have been working with some new coverings. We've had a couple of covering issues and some over the years. We've always wanted to have something that was different from everybody else. We didn't want to look like we had a rehashed Marshall box. And we actually finally been satisfied with this. This is our new covering setup. It comes in 22 different colors. It's almost indestructible. We've actually been taking it, keys and knives and stuff to it, to even to this one, to try and show people that, it doesn't ding very well. It's extremely durable, and we're thrilled with this. This was our big personal triumph of, oh my God, the coverings are great now, and because it's a struggle and a fight to stand out a little bit sometimes. Sure. So when you get that little victory.
Are people going to be able to custom order other coverings? That's one of the really beautiful things about some of your other amps.
We'll still do like the sparkles. People can do custom stuff. This particular stuff comes in 22 different colors, so there's a variety of stuff right off the bat out of that. And we'll still do anything. We've Doug Cower of Cower Guitars has one we just handed him. It's a red fur. And we still do a lot of one-offs. Right next to this one, if you don't mind me segueing over to a little bit here.
It's more than just an amp.
It's more than just an amplifier. This is our fireplace, amplifier, and bar, which everybody needs to have one of these in their own rooms, in their houses. This is actually our standard. It's our Neutron amplifier that we've put in here. It's got 4 8-inch ceramic Celestians in it. This was something that we actually have had at the shop. It's one of our conversation pieces. Theoretically, I guess it's available if somebody really wants to special order one to go along with the custom coverings. And alcohol not included. More sodas for the kids. Lots of. And this is let me really.
Kind of a child-safe fire too.
It is, yes. It's a child-safe fireplace. It doesn't get very hot. It doesn't provide a lot of warmth. But it is good for the ladies.
There's nothing they don't think of at normal heights. Yeah, doggy. All right. Well, cool, man. There isn't a lot that thing doesn't do.
No, I like to think that it does everything. It's the one amplifier that everybody needs all the time.
I'm inclined to agree. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Adam. I
Thank you guys
appreciate
for
your
coming
time,
by.
man.
Appreciate it. Wonderful to see you guys, and I hope you have a nice afternoon.
Yeah, where should people go to find out more, apart from knocking on your door?
They can come to satelliteamps.com. They can go to myspace.com/satelliteamps if anybody still uses it. They can do to facebook.com/satelliteamps. They can go to 1322 Gertrude Street, San Diego, California, 92110. They can call us at 619-275-2255. There's an email address of satelliteamps@aol.com, and I think that's enough ways to find me. Or they can come to any of the amp shows.
Awesome.
So thank you guys very much, and I hope it's all good.
Try not to hit his house too late, all right? Man's got to get some sleep. He works hard. I don't know about you all, but I'm going to go hit the amp bar over here. And this is Charles Softly for PremierGuitar.com.